There we go. What's up, guys? How's everybody doing? Type a one in the chat if you are ready to get some fast feet in the next 21 days. So excited. All right, before we get this party started and do some introductions and get you guys all ready for this next 21 days together, let me allow me to get my technology together. Okay, share. Hang on. We're gonna get there. There we go. Sharing screen. Yeah, Stephanie, pardon my eating worked out, made dinner. This is suddenly 7 p.m. I get it. It happens, you know? Juliet, I gotta keep working 'cause it's 2 p.m. Perfect. Awesome. Headphones in. We see you. Okay, great. Yes. Hi, Kelly. Hi, Andrea. Hi, Jessica. Hi, Stephanie. Hi, Gabriella. Hi, Carissa. Hi, Jackie. Yes. Summer's here. Denise is here. Jody's here. Juliet's here. We're gonna do it. All right. That's what I got distracted by looking at everybody's stuff. Oh, DJ's coming in too. All right. Where's my share screen button? We're gonna get there. I promise. There it is. Hi, DJ. So weird to see you on a screen again when we were just in person. We just had, we do an event for a crash course called Skates, Plates, and Weights, and we just had our first one ever, and we all played some roller derby together in Baton Rouge and had like a preseason boot camp, and it was super freaking fun. Oh my gosh, you guys, I'm gonna get there. Can you guys see my screen? Type a yes in the chat if you can see my PowerPoint. Awesome. Okay, sweet. I'm trying to get all like the pieces set up, you know what I mean? I want to have like the chat over here, have you guys up above. Awesome. Yes, but it's small. It's small. Small.
It's not in presentation mode.
Oh, I know it's not in presentation mode. I'm not that cool. Thank you. Yes, but it's incredibly unorganized. Here, let's do this. Is this better? Now you don't have to look at my toolbar.
Yeah. Do you have to press the green button
The green button.
on the left corner up?
I know,
Yeah.
but if I do that, then I can't see the chat and all of you guys.
Oh,
You guys can just see that. You're not seeing my whole screen, right? You just see the one little thing.
we do see the whole screen.
Oh, that's why. Okay, hang on. Let me fix it. Let's try this again. Share. Thank you for your patience. I swear it's not usually this crazy. There we go. Thank you. Entire desktop. There we go. Now we've got it. We can see the thing. Amazing. All right, my friends. Well, welcome to the 21-day agility challenge. We are so freaking excited to have you here. I just want you to know that we don't take it lightly that you have decided to invest your next 21 days in kicking ass together with us. And so you can count on us to bring it for you. And we are excited to have you do the same. So before we start, okay, before we do anything, I want you to stop what you're doing and go sign up for your, I don't know for anything, sign up, stop. I just redid my PowerPoint today and it failed a little bit. Before you do anything, stop what you're doing, and we're gonna have you sign up for your one-on-one strategy call in week 3. Wendy just put the links for the strategy call times into the chat section. So if you have not signed up for this week 3 strategy call, so basically how these challenges run, we have your kickoff call at the beginning. Yeah, and if you already did it, comment below with already did it. If you're doing it now, do it now and then type already did it. So the beginning of the challenge, we get together, we're gonna have this group powwow today, this group session today. And then to close out and round out the call, you will be having a one-on-one call. The reason that we do this strategy session is because I really believe that having you have time one-on-one with a coach to reflect and pull out your wins and pull out your aha moments, I think is really, really valuable. We'll also use that time to like set new goals and make sure that you're leaving this challenge with a game plan. Okay, so really, really important, whether you do the best ever in this challenge or whether you feel like you did 70% or 50%, I want you to show up for this call because my goal is that you, I'll answer that in a second, DJ. My goal is that you come in here, you do the work, and then we get you a game plan to continue moving, okay? So to answer your question, DJ, if you guys are already an active Crash Course in Transformation member, you should already be in touch with your coach on a regular basis and setting goals on a regular basis. So you do not need to sign up for a strategy call if you're already in one of the crash course programs. Okay. So if you're someone who's brand new, comment in the chat with "I'm new" if you have never done a crash course challenge before. Yeah, I'm new, Gabriella, welcome. You can also comment in the chat with KCIT if you're part of our phase 1 program, or maybe you're in Thrive, our phase 2 program, or maybe you're in MVP, our phase 3 program. Comment in the chat with where you are in there too. Awesome, Jessica, brand new. I love it. Summer, brand new, welcome. DJ, one of our Thrive members. Charlotte, one of our Thrive members. Stephanie, brand new, welcome. Denise, new KCAT. Denise and KCAT. Andrea, KCAT. Awesome. Stephanie, Thrive. Candace, KCAT. We love you guys. So it's really cool. I love doing this because we get this amazing mix of people that we've been working with regularly for the last couple of years, and then some of like you new crew that are coming in here. And I think it's really valuable because as a community, you guys are really going to hold each other up. Okay. Carissa also just came from the last 21-day challenge. Yeah, Jackie from the last 21-day challenge. Oh my gosh. Yes. Comment with 21 day if you're coming here from one of our last 21-day challenges. I know that we've got a whole crew coming in here too. Awesome. Thank you for the reminder. So please make sure if you are not already in KCAT, Thrive, or MVP, that you have signed up for your strategy call. If you are watching the recording, please also make sure that you've signed up for that call, because it's just really important that we make sure that this isn't just a thing that you did and then you go back to your regular life and you forget about it, right? My intention with anything that we do inside of these programs, I see Jackie nodding her head emphatically, is that my intention inside of these programs is it's not something that's just like another fad fancy thing that you do. My goal is that inside of any crash course program that we ever have, that it has a profound impact on the way that you execute and think about your life on and off the track, such that you continue to use that knowledge for the rest of your life, okay? So you may be like, oh man, but I was just coming for this 21-day challenge. Well, surprise everybody, I'm gonna change your fucking life. No. So really quick, who are you? So go ahead, name, where are you from? And then what is one way that you want your game to be different as a result of this challenge? I guess we could have done that with the KCIT challenger thing. So where are you from? Who are you? You can do skate name, real name. And then how do you want your game to be different as a result of this fast feet agility challenge? I know it will take a minute. And while what we can do, I would love to actually get a couple of shares. So if anyone wants to do a quick little info, bonus points to the brave. If anyone would like to just share for themselves, you can just give me like a hand like this and I'll pull you off. Okay, cool. Let's go Stephanie first.
I had to remember how to unmute. Go me. Hi, Stephanie Thrasher. I skate with one of the Nebraska teams. We have 3 here. I am a member of Thrive, so I graduated from Crash Course and Training last fall. And so I've already been kind of working on some footwork, and my coach has been really good about integrating it into my weekly thing. But I honestly just like a challenge, and I like just like pushing myself a little bit more. I tend to pivot a lot for my team and do a lot of blocking. So a lot of my big goals are just to be able to track jammers faster and to be able to, move across laterally through the court and catch them a lot more quickly than I used to. So that's my big goal.
Amazing. I love it. Yeah. And it's fun. I love having like that little like start and end, like short bursts of focus, like especially when you're in a longer program like Thrive, which is a year, where we're doing those big 4 12-week projects, but having those short little sprints inside of that is so great. Awesome. Cool. Who else? Anyone else want to share? Just a quick hello. Raise your hand, who you are, what you want to get out of the challenge. Don't be scared.
Stephanie Engel said that they would share.
Oh, go for it, Stephanie.
Hi. My derby name's R2 Decu. I play with Wilkes-Barre Scranton Roller Derby in Wilkes-Barre Scranton area, Music, PA. And I'm here with a couple of my teammates, and we all wanted to get one of our teammates has been doing Chrissy Crash for a while now, and we all wanted to join her and reach out. But I'm honestly looking forward to just getting faster and stronger. I was primarily a jammer, and then After the whole COVID and everything, I switched to blocking and I felt myself getting slower. So I'm just looking to get that agility back.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, you're in the right place, my friend. Welcome. Yeah, I know we've got like a solid crew of you guys in here. It's so exciting. Very cool. Perfect. Anyone else want to share? Yeah, go for it, Charlotte. We'll go Charlotte and then Andrea.
I'm Charlotte or BJ. I'm also from Wilkes-Barre Scranton. I'm the friend that brought all the Wilkes-Barre Scranton people. Um, so I'm in Thrive currently. And I am primarily a blocker, but I've been working on my pivot skills through Thrive. And I just want to continue getting faster and also working on the quickness in which I play offense as well.
Awesome. Ooh, this is going to be so good for you, dude. Oh, I'm so stoked. Awesome. Hell yeah. All right, Andrea, bring us home. One more.
Yeah, I'm Andrea, also known as Lorelai Kilmore. I'm from Walla Walla, Washington, and it is a real place. And just, of course, like everybody wanting to get faster, but also just need like the accountability to put in this work so that I quit freaking looking at my feet.
Yes. Right? It's very hard to play derby or actually accomplish most goals in your life if you're constantly looking at where you are instead of where you're going. It's very hard to play any game that way. I love that. This is going to be great for you. Very cool. And I just want to shout out, so we've got Juliet in here from Seoul, New Zealand, more energy with less pre-workout and caffeine. Yes, I'm all for that. I am a caffeine-free athlete, so if you need any help with that, Juliet, feel free to let me know. DJ, yes, Madam Mim, we were just together in Baton Rouge, Dallas Derby Devils, ready to move faster on the track, love it. Stephanie, I don't have camera to raise your hand, that's okay. But like talking, you don't mind sharing, you already did, didn't you? All right, Carissa, Chaotic Charisma from Wicked City, Wichita. Awesome. First season of Derby and looking for as much help as possible. Yes, we love you. Welcome to the Derby family. Let's see, Jessica SPJ from WBSRD. Wow, wants to cover the lines and get where I need to be. Yes, awesome. We're gonna work on that lateral movement a ton. Kelly, Chuck Norris, Roto New Zealand, pronounced, thank you, Rotorua. Yes, trains with Sulphur City Steamrollers, as well as we'll be playing netball, yes. So this is gonna be a fantastic help for both. Also a Thrive member, we love you. Denise, Derby name, I love it. From Puerto Rico, yes, plays for Omaha, I'm like, Omaha, Nebraska, everyone. Omaha is in Nebraska. Usually block, but want to be able to pivot and track jammers better. I love it. Amazing. Gabriella, aka Storm. I'm at Carquinez, Quad Squad, Bay Area. Definitely, I like the need to be fast and have that urgency. Yes, we're going to talk about that a little bit today. And then Summer, Shreddy Mercury from WBS Roller Derby. Yes, primarily a blocker. Want to dabble in jamming and build agility and become faster on the track. I love it. Let's see, Candace in Houston, laterals. It's okay, you're driving. Leda, what's up, Leda? We were also just together. Oh my God, I miss your face. We were also just together in Louisiana, San Jose, California, Peninsula Roller Derby. Need to get better at keeping my feet moving. Yes, we saw you start to pick up those feet a couple weekends ago, though. We're just gonna keep working on it. And then Jackie, aka Polly Puredread, want to keep up with my daughter Roxy. Oh, I love that. Who's a badass on the track. Yes, we love our juniors. Oh my God. Type a 4 in the chat if you just absolutely are so excited about this next level of like roller derby people that are coming up. I'm just like, I'm so inspired. It's so exciting. Let's see. Want to track skaters better? Yes. Candace, Houston, laterals. Nope, I already read that one. Hang on. Did I miss anybody? Storm, we got you. Now I'm out of order. Okay, I think I got everybody. Yes. Only 3 of you guys love the juniors. The rest of you guys are like, fuck the juniors. They're aging up. They're freaking me out. It's okay. You don't have to type a 4 if you don't want to. They are my worst enemy. I remember there was like this girl that I used to, it was right when I transferred from LA Derby Dolls to Angel City. And one of the girls that was now on the all-star team, she was like she was like, you used to coach me when I was 10. And I was like, oh God, I'm a roller derby grandma. But it's so cool. It's so cool watching everybody come up. It's so amazing. All right, back to my PowerPoint here, not my whole screen, just the PowerPoint. There we go. All right, so now we get to know each other, and I really encourage you guys, continue to get to know each other. Even if you came here with your own squad, I want you to like intermix your squad. I love that you guys came here as a crew too, those of you guys that all came together. But I also want all of you to know and look around at all the faces, scroll through the little faces on the side. This is your team. We are all here to show up for each other. Yes, you are a you versus you here, but also this is a like us versus mediocrity situation, right? Like this is us all working together to help everybody level up, okay? So who are we? Well, hi, if you have not met me before, my name is Krash. I have been playing roller derby since 2006. Before I started roller derby, I was a smoker, drinker, fast food eater, unhealthy bartender, and my life was kind of shitty, honestly. Type a 1 in the chat if you can relate to like roller derby kind of changing everything for you. Because it did that for me. And I learned through those first couple of years how to become an athlete, how to think like an athlete, how to eat like an athlete. My self-confidence went up. And it was those things that I learned that I went from like falling flat on my ass as a freshie skater to playing in WFTDA champs with Angel City to, you know, winning 3 back-to-back championships with the LA Derby Dolls. You know, I just want you guys to know wherever you're starting, like I started there too. And the same thing goes for both of the coaches that you guys will be working with. We all started in that place of like not knowing how to do this. And so I just want you to know that you're in the right spot, because everything that we're going to teach you is the exact stuff that we have all used to level up our game and do incredible things. We also have Coach Wendy. So Coach Wendy, I love to that. So Wendy originally actually started out as one of our clients many years ago. And over time has just become such you were always an incredible human, but has become such an inspiration. It's been so fun watching her build her self-confidence, has gone on to become a certified personal trainer, knows the ins and outs of Derby. If you went to RollerCon last year, you may have taken some of her classes. And she actually taught herself to skate backwards in 1978. Yes. You got that right. She began skating when she was actually only 2 years old, and was actually a speed skater in her younger days. And then as an adult went on to start playing roller derby. So we're so excited to have you guys having that support with Wendy. And then we also have Coach PMS, who's not on here today. Pia has a huge background in skating and coaching. She's actually one of the original Rat City roller girls in 2004. And skated and coached them until 2009. Also, you know, has played for Bay Area Derby, played for the for the USARS national team for the US. Just a really incredible human. So I'm just so excited, and I want to let you guys know that you've got a really amazing team behind you with a lot of skill and a lot of knowledge to help you really, really become your best. Okay, so we've got you. And that's something we really pride ourselves at here at Crash Course, is that we take high-level skaters that understand not just the game, but the physical training part that has to be integrated into that, so that you guys have literally the best trainers in the world teaching you how to get better at this sport. Type a 5 in the chat if you're like, fuck yeah, that sounds awesome. You can type a 1 in the chat if you're like, meh, I'm okay with that. Yes, you guys feel me on this. So really quick, just stop what you're doing, and I want you to go and turn on the notifications for the Facebook group. Okay. The reason why is because I want you to flood your social media with positivity, inspiration. I mean, type a 1 in the chat if you can agree right now, like that the world is a really scary, fucked up place right now. There's just like so much happening, right? And so it's very easy to like let that drown out the good. And so what I want this to be for you is a space where you can feel safe and happy and motivated to really pour into yourself and to pour into each other. So the reason I want you to turn these notifications on is every time you open up social media, I want you to see good, awesome stuff. I want you to see people that are doing something for themselves. I want you to be inspired by the people around you. So all you do is you open up the Facebook app on your phone, okay? You navigate to the Crash Course community page, which you should all already be in. And then once you're in the group, tap the notifications bell, and that's gonna, like, for the notifications for the group's page. And then you can turn on all posts or highlights are off. I really recommend all posts, because there's going to be so much good stuff in there that it's a really great way to stay motivated during these 21 days. And then afterwards, you just tap save, and then you hit done, and then you're good to go. And once you've done that, you can type "got it" into the chat. Got it into the chat. So before we start, I know we had a couple of people hop on late. If you guys have not already, and Wendy will repost the links into the chat right now. If you hopped on late and you have not signed up for your one-on-one strategy call, please make sure you do that for week 3 of the challenge, because this is where you're going to do your one-on-one reflecting, celebration, and then also start to set up a game plan for yourself so that you don't just forget everything that you learned here and then like go back into like, man, I wish I was better at roller derby land. Okay, it's really, really important to us that you have a game plan and it's something that you can stick to and you have new goals set so that you're continuing to level up and continuing to grow. Awesome, I see all the got it's in the chat. Thank you guys. So let's talk really quick about agility, right? What is agility, right? I think a lot of us, type in the chat, what is agility to you? What do you think of when you think of agility? What does it mean to you to have great agility? Like we need music. Do, 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 do. Love it. Andrea, ease of movement. Yep. Other Andrea, we got 2 of you guys right in a row. And you're both right above each other on my screen too. Moving quickly with precision. Jackie, moving quickly in a controlled way. DJ, changing as needed from stable base. Yep. Carissa, fast. Stephanie, fast and explosive. Leda, move quickly with grace. Yep. Juliet, quick feet and quick brain. Yep. Julie, fast and strong. Denise, being swift in movement. Love it. Yes, all of these things. Stephanie, not just moving fast and quickly, but also moving proactively instead of just reactively. I love that. Jody, smooth, quick, and consistent movements. Amazing. Yes, all of these things. All of these things. The Webster's definition of agility is the ability to move quickly and easily. Okay? Their example, though he was without formal training as a dancer or athlete, his physical agility was inexhaustible. But also, agility means the ability to think and understand quickly, right? Games teach hand-eye coordination, mental agility, and alertness. So agility is about our feet, it's about our bodies, it's about how we play the game, but it's also about how we do life. Okay, and so my goal over the course of this challenge, I know you guys came in here, I tricked you by calling it a fast feet challenge, and we're gonna make your feet freaking fast, but we're also gonna work on your agility and how you move through your life, okay? Because I really believe that agility is about 5 things, okay? Stand by, my thing just got really weird. Okay, I found it. So these are the 5 things that I really believe that this is what agility is on the track and in life, right? So agility is this intersection of preparation and adaptability, okay? Because physical agility, we're building this through repetition and training, but also real agility comes from your ability to react in real time, okay? So that means on the track, we train off the track through repetition so that in the moment on the track, we can react without thinking. And in life, this actually applies the same, right? Because when we're preparing for challenges, then our ability to pivot when things don't go as planned, that's what determines your success, right? In Crash Course, we talk about something called Setup Sunday. Setup Sunday, I think, is a really key part of agility. Because what you're doing on Setup Sunday is you're going, okay, how is my week in theory gonna go? Is there anything that maybe is gonna throw me off that I need to game plan for? And just by asking yourself those 2 questions, that way you're mostly planned for the things that could happen. And then if the shit does hit the fan, because everything else has been taken care of, whether it's your schedule, your meal plan, when are you doing your workouts, it actually allows you to pivot more easily because you have less sort of like decision-making things on your plate. Okay, so think, for example, of like an athlete that's like reading their opponent's moves, right? They have to like adjust instantly. Now, think about, for example, a job loss or an unexpected life shift, right? How quickly can you adjust your mindset and then your actions, right? That's what it means to have agility off the track, okay? So the second piece, I think the best skaters stay low and they stay ready, right? Type a 1 in the chat if your coach has ever told you to stay low in roller derby, right? Because one times 1,000. Because being low gives you balance. It gives you control. It gives you the ability to change direction quickly, right? Now, in life, staying low, I believe, means staying humble, staying present, and staying adaptable. So when change comes, you're already in a position to pivot. Okay, so I mean, think about it. If you're on your skates and you're standing too tall up, I think I actually just made an Instagram post about this. If you're standing too tall up, your ability to do agility goes away because you're really resistant. You don't have any bend in your legs, right? Now, the same thing happens in your life is if you're being too resistant and rigid to change, you end up getting knocked off balance because you're not going with the flow. Right? So we have to, in derby, we have to stay grounded and flexible, but the same goes for our lives. We have to learn how to stay low, how to stay focused, how to stay present so that we can pivot, okay? Piece number 3, fear of falling slows you down. Is anyone in here afraid to fall? Type a 1 in the chat if you're afraid to fall. Fun fact, I actually got my name Chrissy Krash, not because I would make people crash to the ground, but actually because of the noise it would make my big ass 6'1" body hit the floor doing whatever drill we were trying to do. And I really think that my not having a fear of falling, I grew up as a goalkeeper playing soccer. So I literally from a young age was just told to like throw myself at people, at a ball and on the ground. And so I was very comfortable with hitting the ground. And so when I joined roller derby, it was the same thing. I was like, well, I'm just going to try this move because I don't have any like personal attachment to like ending up on the floor. And so that's what I really want for you guys is to really not make hitting the floor some kind of personal failure. Because if you're going to try the agility moves that we're going to show you, you're probably going to fall. And if you're not falling, you're probably not doing them hard enough or going all out. So I just want you to let go of that fear of falling. I see some of you guys, the floor is my friend. Yes. I need more practicing. Love it. Well acquainted, Leda. Yeah, falling's part of derby, right, Stephanie? It's like, it's the same thing, right? Volleyball, same thing. Hitting the ground is okay. Exactly. So the problem though is that hesitation is the enemy of agility, right? Whether it's second guessing your footwork placement or like doubting some major life decision, the more that you can actually like trust your training and trust your instincts, then the faster and more confidently you're going to move. Okay. So the biggest thing is I think that it's important to understand that mistakes and missteps are part of the process, right? And the people who are like the fastest to recover, those are the ones that have the most success on the track. Those are the ones that can move the quickest in life. Okay. Number 4, agility is about controlled chaos, not perfection. Please write this down and put it wherever you need to put it. Because the reality is we're not in control of shit, you guys. Whatever we think we are, we build these lives around us where because we do the same things over and over again, we feel some like semblance of control. But the reality is you could get hit by a bus at any moment. I mean, there's so many things that could go sideways. A tree could fall. Who knows? I don't know why I'm taking this to like dying. It's kind of morbid, but like we're just so not in control. There's so many other factors around us. On the track, we're playing within the rules and we're doing our best, but we're not in control of what the other team is doing. There's just this controlled chaos. And when we can get comfortable in the chaos instead of trying to do it perfectly, that's when we really succeed at agility. Because agility isn't about perfectly executing a move on the track. It's about responding quickly and effectively to unpredictable situations, okay? So you can't control everything, but you can control how you adapt to setbacks, how you react to criticism, how you react to failure. Those things are in your control. I was about to say that escalated quickly, Leda. I know. If you guys know anything about me, and for any of you guys that did, like, we had a program called Awakening for a little while. We had an entire, like, 12-week module called You're Going to Die. Wendy was like, I hate this module. I don't want to do it. I'm like, you have to do it. It's so good. It's so good, but it's an important thing. I think in our culture, we hide death a lot, and it's a very natural part of living. And I think honestly that the more that you can remember that you're gonna die, like the more that you appreciate every day. You know, for those of you that don't know, I live in Costa Rica, and I have become more acquainted with death living here than I've ever seen in my entire life. I mean, it's a small town, people ride motorcycles without helmets, there's accidents, you know, it's like I've had more people that I know die since living here than probably anywhere else in my life. Also very morbid, I apologize. But it really does, I think, being aware of that stuff, or just remembering the fact that, like, look, we're not in control. Like, every day is a fucking gift, right? And if you can remember that, then I think that you take on life in a very different way. Not related to this topic, I will get back to the subject. Yes, ooh, meditation for mortals, DJ. That covers the topic in a really positive manner. I love it. Okay, yeah, we should add that one to the list. Yeah, you could also unexpectedly get a letter from a former employee giving you $3,000, right? Unexpected things could also be really awesome stuff. 100%, right? And so we have to just understand that we're not in control, right? All right. Let's see, where are we? Okay, number 5, right? So here's the thing, right? Is that agility is about learning to pivot. And I don't actually mean, I know a lot of you were like, I'm actually really working on being a pivot right now. I don't mean that kind of a pivot. I mean pivot more like changing direction, right? Whether it's a movement on the track, whether it's something that you do in your life, pivoting comes from having a strong base, a strong foundation, a solid core, right? And then you can adjust quickly without losing momentum, okay? This means building strong habits. It means trusting your instincts and surrounding yourself with the right people to help you shift when needed. And that's what we're really working on here, is we're working on your physical body, but we're also working on building those habits, on having the people around you that are gonna support you and lift you up, right? Because success isn't about sticking to one plan no matter what. It's actually about having the confidence and the skills to change direction when that plan no longer serves you, okay? So type a 1 in the chat if you're excited to learn to pivot. Which one of these do you guys relate to the most? Give me a 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. I know I just said type a 1, and now everyone's like, 1. Which one of these do you relate to the most? Awesome. Chris says 5, possibly also 1. Who else? What do you relate to the most? Awesome. Number 4. Wow, lots of 4s. Yes. Controlled chaos, not perfection. It's probably just my rant about death. Denise 3 and 4, Stephanie 4 and 5. I'm glad this is going to be recording, but this is not quick enough to get everything and I want to write down. Yep, it'll be recorded. I believe Wendy will be posting a reporting into the group. Is that right? Yeah, I'll get it uploaded to YouTube for you after. Awesome. Andrea 1 and 4, Andrea 1. I love it. Perfect. All right, my friends. So how do you slay this challenge? How do I get my window moved where I can see? If you guys could see the windows that I have open right now, hang on. And my chat box is all of a sudden in the way of my thing. Okay, there we go, I got it. Perfect, so how do we slay this challenge? So number 1, participation. This challenge is meant to be executed. It's not meant to be a thing that you just sign up for and don't do. That's like not the point of it, okay? So participation is huge. That means putting times in your calendar to execute the workouts. These workouts are very short, and here's why. Number 1, if you're someone who's new coming into this challenge, I want you to stand a better chance of executing, completing the workout, feeling successful, and then moving on to do the next one. Because what I found is if I put like an hour and a half long workout in here 5 days a week and you do 30 minutes of 2 of those, you're going to feel like you're failing. If I give you 2 short 15-minute workouts per week and you execute both of those, not only are you going to get results because I really believe that less is more, but also you're going to feel like you're winning, right? And so one thing we really believe in Crash Course is really like sort of the minimum effective dose of what you need to get results. Now, for my members that are in KCIT, Thrive, or MVP, these workouts will layer really great on top of the custom workouts that your coaches have already built for you. I believe we're working on getting them set up so that you guys can literally we can just layer them onto your workouts inside the fitness app. If you're not in the KCAT programs, you don't have the fitness app, you have the membership site, which everybody has access to the membership site. But just so you know, KCAT members, we're working on getting those in there for you, okay? So again, I really believe I'm focusing on minimum effective dose. That is one of the best ways to slay this challenge, is just focusing on showing up, whether that's encouraging others, which could be showing up in the Facebook group, checking in once a day, finding 3 people's posts and commenting and encouraging them. If each person in this challenge did that every single day, the impact that you would make on the people around you and the impact that they will make on you is going to be incredible. But that requires each and every one of you to show up. So give me an I'm on it in the chat if you're like, I am willing to show up for everybody and myself every day for the next 21 days. This can also be posting your sweaty selfies. You can just raise your hand if you've been in a challenge before or you're in the KCAT groups and it's motivating to you when you see someone else just finishing their workout and get all sweaty. And you're like, yeah, Jackie's like so motivated, right? Because you're like, man, look at that sweat. They finished your workout. I got to do that too. And then bonus points if you share this stuff publicly. Like, you don't have to be secret about this challenge. And I've actually found that the members of our challenges who share this stuff publicly, the amount of support and encouragement they get from the people around them is really awesome and makes you actually want to do it more. I find the people that are like, oh, I'm afraid to share because then what if I don't finish the challenge and then someone asks me about it and then I feel bad? But it's actually the opposite. Because you'll find people are like, man, I saw you doing workouts like every day this week. Like, what are you doing? Well, not every day, 2 days. But I saw you doing workouts this week. Like, what are you doing? I saw you doing these drills on skates. What are you doing? And it will motivate you and keep you accountable. So bonus points if you want to share it publicly to inspire the people around you. But overall, I want you to track your improvement, okay? And there's 2 ways that you can do this. Number 1, you can take the first workout that we do in the challenge, and then at the end of the 21 days, you can complete that workout again. So take note of how it was in the first one, write it down in your journal. How did you do? How did you feel? And then complete that workout again at the end, okay? The other option is, one thing I really recommend is if you're working on specific skills and drills, is to keep some form of a video journal. And I don't mean like chatting at your phone, like Dear Diary. I actually mean record yourself doing some of these movements. Because it's really, really helpful for you to be able to see your body mechanics from outside of your body and then to track how much you improved on doing those specific on-skate drills. I know in Crash Course, one of the things that we do is our gold members all have access to skill and footage reviews. So if you are one of our gold members and you want to take those video recordings and send them to your coach, obviously you can do that at any time. So if you want to be like, hey, look, this is what I'm doing, here's how I'm doing it, do you have any suggestions on my form and stuff? So KCAT members, you know, you can always do that. If you are in the challenge and not a KCAT member, you can totally post those in the group and get feedback from the group. Hey, I'm working on my lateral glides. Here's a video of me doing it. Somebody give me some feedback, and then we can all support you inside the challenge, okay? Now, there are not prizes for this challenge, okay? The reason why is we've actually had feedback that when we do a prize for the challenge and we have 3 winners, about a week and a half into the challenge, people start feeling like they're not gonna win, and then they just kind of give up. And so one of the reasons that we actually pulled out prizes from the challenge is because the actual prize is you leveling up your derby game, and that's a you versus you thing. Okay, that's not you versus everyone else. And so we wanted to maintain this space as an inclusive space where you're not competing against each other to win, but you're lifting each other up so that everybody wins. Cool? Awesome. So literally keep showing up and you're a winner. Yes. Intrinsic rewards. We love it. Don't quit. Okay. Celebrations and recognition. So at the end of the 21 days, we do want you to reflect and see how this challenge has impacted you. Okay. So we always suggest, it's not required, but it's very, very helpful for you to reflect. And then also for us to make sure that you're actually getting results out of this challenge, is make a quick results video. You could do this written. We recommend you do it as a video. We'll give you some questions to answer to make it easier to kind of flesh out what happened, and submit these no matter what. Because if you show up and you finish this challenge, you're going to have things to recognize yourself for. And it's one thing to kind of like silently recognize yourself to yourself, but it's very much another to put out like a public declaration of, this is me, this is what I did, and to share it and let the coaches celebrate with you and let our community celebrate with you. Okay. So just understand, this is just the beginning. Okay. We have a roadmap inside of KCIT. This is our roadmap to becoming a VIP, an MVP. Type an MVP in the chat if you want to earn an MVP award at some point in your roller derby career, or another one. Yes, I love it. So this is what we call our roadmap to becoming an MVP. So the first 6 to 12 weeks of focusing on any kind of habit, goal, training, this is what we call sort of like the habit section. Okay, so if I'm speaking to those of you that are brand new into these challenges, especially, understand that during the habit building phase, this is doing the thing long enough that you start to get it right. Not get it perfect, not have it be who you are forever, just start to get it right. Okay? Then after that first real year or so, this is where we're focusing on what it means to have and be in an athlete lifestyle. Okay. This is doing these things long enough that you can't imagine getting it wrong. That skipping a workout feels like skipping work and not calling in, right? That eating healthy food feels so incredible for your body. That showing up for your friends on the track and giving it your all is just who you are. Okay, so this is the lifestyle side of things. And the reason I put this on here for you is I want you to understand you're not going to be at lifestyle in the next 21 days. You're not. I'm just telling you that now. I'm not going to bullshit you. I'm not going to be like, your life will be totally different in 21 days. No, because that's bullshit, right? So it's important for you to understand, and I want you to wrap your head around, if you want to be a really great athlete, I want you to commit to the next 3 to 4 years of your life in training. Right? Training for your sport, training for yourself as an athlete. And this is really the identity piece, right? And this stuff takes time. The identity piece, meaning it's so etched in your soul and who you are that it becomes part of your values system. You know, and like for me, right, I've been playing roller derby since 2006. I've been living in Costa Rica for 5 years now. And a couple years before that, I took a step back from high level competitive roller derby. And I had to go through a real big shift of like, who is Chrissy Krash if she's not like the best well, I'm not the best, I never was the best, but like an incredible badass blocker, right? If I'm not this amazing pivot, right? Who am I? And so this identity piece is really important, because you being an athlete isn't just you in roller derby. You being an athlete is who you're going to be until the day you die. Okay, sorry, I'm bringing up death again. Here we go, morbid Chrissy Krash, right? But it's who are you going to be for the rest of your life? And that stuff takes time. It takes time for something to become such a part of who you are that it's now inseparable from your existence, okay? Now, the sad thing is when people don't understand this roadmap, they quit because they missed a workout. Right? It's like, oh, I missed a workout. Clearly the whole thing's broken, right? Oh, I popped one tire on my car. Let me slash the other 4. Fuck this car, right? And so because they're thinking about things from a very short-sighted view, they're not thinking about what is each drop in the bucket developing me into for the rest of my life, right? Because athletes are developed daily, but they're not developed in a day. I'm going to say that again. Athletes are developed daily, but they're not developed in a day. Okay? So I want you to just continue to think about this as you go through this challenge and you have a bad day and you miss a workout or you screw something up or you can't do one of the drills we give you. I want you to remember this roadmap. I want you to remember your commitment to yourself as an athlete for the rest of your life, right? Because what are you here for? Are you here for, are you here for a couple of workouts and 21 days? And that's okay. Or are you really here because you want to be better at the sport? Are you really here because you want to be better in your life, right? Because that's what we're here for, okay? So that being said, we'll go through some quick questions and then I'm going to send you on your way. Yes, there it is. Athletes are developed daily, but are not developed in a day. It's so true. Write it on your wall, my friends. Get a tattoo. Wait, why can't I? There we go. Okay, so a few quick notes. One thing I would recommend you're doing, if we're doing all of this workouts and we're doing all these on skates thing, I would love for you guys to make sure that you are at some point minding your nutrition. Okay, we're not going to focus on nutrition a ton inside of this challenge. We primarily do that inside of KCAT and Thrive and Awakening. But what I want you to do, very bare minimum basics, log your food for awareness on some kind of an app. Shoot for about 30% of your calories to come from protein. If you just do those two things, just being aware of what you're eating and shooting to get 30% of your calories from protein, you will be amazed at how much better your recovery time is, okay? And honestly, pretty good is good enough. If you were getting 10 and you start getting 20, good enough for now, right? If you were getting 20 and you now get 25, good enough for now, right? Because it's about that progress forward, how to do it a little bit better, okay? Now, we have the workouts scheduled out, but if a day doesn't work for you, do it on a different day. But I would recommend putting it into your calendar and doing it on the days that you say you will. If you go, oh, I'll do them when I have time, you're not going to do them. What doesn't get scheduled doesn't get done. We have a big module inside of the 16-week Crash Course in Transformation where we go into like really scheduling out like how to do your schedule, how to make sure your priorities are in there. And so for you guys right now, I want you to have a calendar. If for some reason you don't have a calendar, congratulations. Today is the day that you're going to start using a calendar because Chrissy Krash said so. Good job. And put your workouts into them. Set alarms, set reminders, whatever you need to do to get that stuff done. You guys all have access to the membership site where you're going to see all the content. The biggest thing I will say about this, if you haven't logged into the membership site yet, there's a table, if you're looking at it on your phone especially, there's like a table of contents at the top. And if you tap on an area of it, it feels like, what happened? Nothing. It feels like nothing happened. It didn't change. You have to scroll down below the table of contents and the actual content is below that and will have changed. Okay, so find the section that you want, tap on it, and then scroll below the table of contents and everything will be there, okay? Make sure so you guys did have the option to upgrade to have a one-on-one accountability coach for the challenge. It's $67, it's a freaking steal. It's usually hundreds of dollars to have an accountability coach. So if that's something that you did sign up for, make sure that you have been in touch with your coach. Check your email, you'll have an email from them. If you didn't sign up for that and you're like, wait, hang on, I think I want that, type the word accountability in the chat and Wendy will make sure that you get hooked up with your one-on-one coach. Now, we do weekly audits of the content, right? What was the thing that I said at the beginning? The key to slaying this challenge is participation. So if we go through the challenge and you guys have done none of it, we may come in and politely be like, hey, do you want to be in this challenge or you don't want us to just remove you? Okay, so this challenge is for people that are actually doing this challenge. If we get halfway through this challenge and you have not opened up the material, we will be like, hey, thanks for playing. We'll see you later. Okay, and we won't refund you. So please make sure that you're actually doing the challenge. Okay, sweet. And then Wendy, I see Julie and Jessica want some more details on some accountability stuff.
Yeah, got them. And also, Julie, I see your note about your membership site, and I will address that.
Oh, great.
Off of here.
Awesome. Thanks, Wendy. Let's see. Okay, and then just a heads up, just to give you some forward thinking. So after the challenge, there's a lot of different ways that you can keep momentum going. You can do more of these challenges with us. We have multiple different sort of like levels or versions of Crash Course in Transformation. Some that are a little more DIY, where you're doing some stuff yourself. Some that are a little more done for you, like, hey, we've laid everything out, now you go do it. Some that are more like done with you, like, hey, congratulations, I'm your new best friend and I live underneath your bed. But there's a lot of different ways that if you need support, like post-challenge, like there's different ways that we can continue to support you also. So any questions for me right now, you can pop them in the chat. I think that's it. Stopping sharing. Stop share. There you go. Yeah, if you have any questions, type them in the chat. Oh, what is KCIT, or what does it stand for? Great question, Jessica. So KCIT is Crash Course in Transformation. This is the phase 1 version of the Crash Course Athlete Development Program. It's 16 weeks long. It's got everything, depending on what you need, everything from like custom workouts, skill and footage reviews, help with nutrition, one-on-one coaching. It's a pretty like integrated, like holistic program. So that's the 16-week phase 1 version, where we focus on habits of high performers. And then phase 2 of that, if you heard us talking about like Thrive, that's where we're focusing on a lot of that like lifestyle, intuitive eating, healing like old wounds, working on like how we self-sabotage, all of that stuff. And then phase 3, which is called MVP, which is a place that people actually sometimes end up staying for like a couple of years, is more about working with you at that point on what specifically you're working on mindset wise. What are your blind spots? Where are you getting stuck? And that's more of like the identity piece. What are your goals for the next 5 to 10 years? Things like that. Awesome. That was a very probably long explanation, but there you go. Great question. Anyone else? Questions? Questions about the challenge? What to do? Okay. So the layout for the challenge is for this 21 days. Yep. Do you do something every day, or is it open weekly? I noticed there was an off skates and an on skates. So great question, Jackie. So you will have, so my recommendation is, because you have 2 workouts and then you have an 2 on skates drills, I would recommend doing 1 per day for 4 of those days. So put your 2 workouts into your calendars on specific days, and then pick 2 days a week outside of that you're working on, maybe give yourself 30 minutes to work on drills. You can either combine the 2 drills together and do them twice in 1 week, or you can do them separately. But my goal is that each day you're building the habit of spending somewhere around 15 to 20 minutes focusing on developing your physical body for roller derby. Does that make sense? Cool. Charlotte, okay, so weeks and workouts, do they reset on Sunday? Yep, everything resets on Sunday, and then the next week will open up. Wait, is lightning here? Hi, lightning! Lightning's part of our crash course team. Sweet. Any other questions? Questions? Thumbs up if you're good to go and you don't have questions. Okay, I think we're good. Awesome. All right, my friends. Well, we are off and running. So my biggest encouragement is just play full out and understand that we are putting drops in the bucket every single day. My intention here is that you're doing this is like lazy athlete. My intention is you're doing the least amount possible to get the maximum amount of effort, or the maximum amount of result. Because I think a lot of times we come into, these big crazy training programs and you've got to work out 16 times a week. And it's not sustainable. And so my mission inside of these challenges is for you to create progress sustainably. And for you to create progress that's creating those drops in the bucket, that's building the confidence that you need, and that's actually creating the skills in your physical body so that you do have the agility on the track to start becoming an incredible athlete. And you do have the agility in your life to just keep becoming an awesome human. So yes, Leda says, do it messy, do it scared, just do it. Not sponsored by Nike. Leda's very motivated. All right, my friends. Well, thank you so much. We're so excited to have you joining us for this challenge. Like I said, we do not take it lightly that you are investing your time and your energy and your money with us, because we really want to see you succeed and grow. And we are here for you for this 21 days and beyond. I really believe for those of you guys that are new, this is just the beginning of your career of focusing on building yourself into an incredible athlete. And I know I speak for the coaches when I say we're just really, really excited to be a part of it. So congrats on being here. We can't wait to celebrate with you in 21 days. We will see you inside of the group. Play freaking full out. If you need anything from us, let us know, and we'll see you later. Bye. How do I stop the recording? There we go.